show now. It's about to unfold. Get raw, get real, get results now. We're the latest steel, making waves loud. On this stage, we ignite. Every Friday night, brand new fight. Get real, get results now. We're the latest steel, making waves loud. On this stage, we ignite. Every Friday night, brand new fight. In the spotlight, feel the fever. Every pitch and quest. Dreams are big, get bigger tonight. Push the limits, reach new heights. So grab your seat, don't blink an eye. 'Cause Friday night we'll touch the sky. Welcome! It's time for Friday Night Marketing Raw!
Stuff your granny in a dishwasher, it's Friday.
Woo! We are live.
We're live. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on where in the world you're watching from. It is Friday Night Marketing Raw, and we're joined tonight by Silent Ellie. There's Ellie there, and Kurt, and I'm here.
Who's
and
not
we've
so
got
silent?
some other people joining us throughout the evening, we hope, because this ain't our show. It's everyone's show. But we got a couple of things we can talk about and fill a bit of time while we're waiting for people to hop on and join in. Hopefully later on. We've got a few people said they might be joining us tonight, so that'll be fun as the night goes on. Depending on who comes on, will depend on how long we stream for. We might only be streaming an hour. It might be an hour and a half. It might even go to 2 hours like last week, but we're going to try not to let that happen because I think 90 minutes is enough for anybody.
Oh yeah,
enough for me anyway. But it was a good session last week.
You're old though.
Yeah, I am old. So, a couple of things to talk about that just want to throw out there. And these are things that I don't make a penny out of, nor does Kurt. We're not here. This isn't about making affiliate commissions. This is just mentioning things we happen to think are good that are out there at the moment. One of these I did mention earlier in Society 11 to our members, and I'm glad I did, because when I mentioned it then, if you bought in then, you would have got it cheaper. We thought the deal was ending completely. It's not. What's actually happened is the price has gone up. But the good news is it means it's not too late if you need a solution that does browser automation. And this is something a bit like TaskMagic, but it's not quite as good as TaskMagic, but it's a fraction of the price of TaskMagic.
Well, there we go.
And I think given time, it will be better than. That's my prediction. I'll tell you why I say that in a minute. You ideally are going to want to pick up the second tier, which is 209 now, because that's basically unlimited everything. This, as far as I can make out, is a small operation. The main lady behind it is this Diana. But I tell you what, I've been watching her replying to every question on Facebook, on here. She's so... And look, 5 of 741 questions, and I guarantee every question that needed an answer, she has responded to. And not just a yes or no or F off. Like some of them she has had in-depth conversations with people about it. She always tries to find workarounds to things people are trying to do. It's just like, it's the sort of person you want behind something. So
You're right.
I say, I don't make a penny. I don't know Diana personally. I have bought this and I have started going through the training. I've done a few things myself and I really like it. I haven't left it a review yet, but the 118 people that have are pretty much all 5-star reviews. You get, I think a good 4-star review. It's fair. They point out what they can't, and they're only whinging because they can't do something on Linux or something. But if you use Windows or Mac, certainly this thing works.
Right.
And like, I haven't seen any negative reviews. Whereas I'm going to show you another product in a minute that I also recommend that has got a negative review. But also happens to be on AppSumo. And this is, again, something I have bought and I've only picked it up today. I've been setting it up. And this is Linkila. Don't know how it's meant to be pronounced. This company's been around about 5 years, we think.
Yep, because of the if you go to their actual page and go down to the bottom,
yeah,
we hide us, you'll actually see it.
So,
copyright.
And if you go to their site, what they're offering on AppSumo is basically this, what they would normally charge 16, but I think they give you more custom domains. I can't remember. Let me just see what it says. Can't remember exactly what I bought. It's only one level. 100 traffic rules, generate 10 custom domains. So it's the same as their 16 a month plan. So basically, if you were on this plan for 4 months, having a lifetime. Now, why do you want this sort of thing? Well, affiliate marketing for a start, you need ways of poking links. And many of you go, but Andy, you have a product called Link Supervisor that does that, which you use. Yeah, I do. And Link Supervisor has now been around for about 5 or 6 years. And guess what? 1 or 2 of the people that use Link Supervisor have used it for less scrupulous links. And what happens is you end up, the domain gets flagged.
Right.
Obviously, I leave that running. It will run indefinitely if people have got links on it. And on the whole, it's not a problem. But I have a couple of times had things where it's thought incorrectly. It's wrong. Malwarebytes went through 2 weeks of thinking every link on it was. And I just had to constantly get Malwarebytes users to send them a request to whitelist it. So what this does is pretty much the same as a lot of them. It's SaaS-based, which I like. You can add up to 10 of your own domains. Now, it comes with 2 built-in domains. I've turned them off on. I don't want to use them. This one is fine, actually. Short.im hasn't been flagged. This one, 302buzz. I think if you just go to 302.buzz and hit enter, you get a deceptive site head warning, which is what you get when a domain gets flagged by various things, by Google or by Malwarebytes or by other things. It is just down to the domain. They do only flag a domain. This domain, Short.im, hasn't yet been marked, but you can guarantee, because it's a built-in one, it's going to get abused.
Right.
Put your own domains on there, not a problem. So I've added 3 of my own I have 3 domains that I've used in the past as short domain things, and I've just with little redirects, and I'm now setting them all up and moving them over to this.
Sweet.
It's also got advanced features. So you've got filtering, deep filtering. We were doing one for Germans earlier, showing that you could redirect anyone from Germany somewhere else. And then there is some integrations. I haven't played around with these, but I think for $48 one time for a SaaS solution,
Right, it's not bad.
Deal, and it's a company that's been around 5 years, and it's that being able to add any domain quickly and easily. And I know you can do it with other services and other things that exist out there. Kurt's got a WordPress solution for it.
Right.
Very much, if I don't have to use WordPress, I don't. So that's why this appealed to me. And also, if it's SaaS, it appeals to me. I'm getting more and more away from having to manage servers, and I'm just letting other people do it. Server management is boring nowadays.
Oh, it is. It is. Hey, Steve. Hey, Maury. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Manor. How are things progressing with your little launch? Because in a couple of weeks, 10 days now?
Yes. Yeah. 10 days today.
Yeah.
I as anybody who's in Society 11 who saw my post earlier, I've got a new product coming out, but it's going to be a bonus of this one, and it will bring the total value of bonuses up to $1,000.
Well, there we go.
That's
nice one.
Just give them a link to last week's Friday Night Marketing Raw. Then it would go up to 2,000.
I'll tell you what, for anyone that's sort of watching tonight and doesn't know what we normally do, last week's ended up being a really good show. The first 2 we did, fantastic. If you don't watch the replays, you're not going to miss anything massively significant. We were finding our feet. Last week's went really, really well, and we'll see. We never know, because it depends who shows up and what happens.
That's right.
But we play it by ear. Last week's was amazing in the end for a whole bunch of reasons, and so many good comments and feedback on that. People saying, "Oh, you could pack up and sell it." Yeah, we could. We're not gonna.
Yeah.
We're not gonna. Friday Night Marketing Raw, free.
It's made for marketers. That's the whole idea. Buyers and sellers and vendors and customers.
And we want to give value, which is why we spent the first 10 minutes of the show talking about 2 products, none of us uncommissionable.
That's it.
They're just out there on AppSumo at the moment, and they're worth a look. Which is rare for there to be more than one thing on AppSumo at any one time that's worth looking at. Mm-hmm. Normally, you can go weeks without finding a single thing worth a crap. I mean, when you look if you look at AppSumo, let's just do this just for shits and giggles as well. I've already taken a look today, but I don't look at this too often now. But I was actually looking for a link solution thing for multi-domains. So I thought, I wonder if they've got anything over on AppSumo. So I came over and typed in link tracker, and it brought up everything and its dog that had the word link in it. But among it was that one I found. But a lot of this other stuff,
some sort of link tracking thing from AppSumo, maybe about a year ago. I don't think I've even used it yet, but it was one of those, well, I need a solution at some point because the free thing that I'm using right now is going to run out. So I got that. But there are often that sort of link thing on there. But like you said, there's not much. There has been some odd stuff that's been really good, but not recently.
Yeah. So, but on it at the moment, when you look, most of this stuff is so much of this is just nothingness. It's nothing apps. It's like, I mean, like, do we really need another backup solution for WordPress? Like, how many 100,000 of them are there, including free ones? There's a backup built into WordPress. You can do backups in your control panel now. You can do, I mean, like, good luck to them. But obviously, if someone is currently using an expensive backup thing, that might be something to look at. But and then most of this other stuff really is nothing. BioLinky is like a really shit link tree. Click freeze is something to do with Google, so I haven't looked at it. And like stuff like this, build your own spreadsheet style databases for better project management and CRMs. I'm not being kidding. You can do that with ChatGPT now anyway, with a few prompts, because you just need to turn on Code Interpreter,
right,
and allow it to read and write to its knowledge file. Not hard to do.
No.
So I'm like, why do you even need? I mean, other than that, we'll have built-in prompts, I suppose, and things. But it's got great reviews. But I'm like, I looked at it and just couldn't see the point. I was like, you can do that anyway if you just spend half an hour thinking about it. A lot of these other things, they're just a lot of nothing. They're just stuff you can ask ChatGPT to do natively, and it will do it. So why do you need it?
Well, a lot of it has to do with just marketing.
I liked the idea of this Form-NX until I saw how they do the pricing, and then it's just silly. And there was what looked like it would be a really good, can't remember which one it was. It might have been this one. It might have been a different one. I want that. There's a shopping cart solution on here somewhere that actually looked really good until you realize that they've got all sorts of limits in based on your turnover.
I saw that one recently.
So in other words, if you set it up and only ever did products that were $7, you'd be all right for years. But if you did anything more expensive than that, you'd run out of credit, and then they have with no indication what they want to charge you when they get beyond that point.
Right.
Was it something called Zilvi or Silphy or?
I'll have a look. I'll see if I can find it. It was a cart system, so I'll search for cart.
Yeah.
It might be this one, high converting cart software. Yeah, Zilvi.
Yeah.
So if I'll read out some of the price. So your basic one, lifetime access, you get manage one brand, list up to 10 products per brand. So you got one brand, 10 products with a sales limitation of 250K. And you go, and then even when you get to that top level, they're going, you can have 10 brands, you can have 200 products a brand, you can have unlimited everything else, you can white label it, you can do. So the minute your turnover hits $1 million, you're going to have to pay us more. We're not going to tell you how much more.
Yeah.
And even if they only ask for 1% of your turnover at $1 million,
it's still a lot of money.
A lot of money. So I was just like, that is really shit pricing.
And if you really wanted software that would do that, and you didn't want an already built solution like Warrior or ClickBank or something else, would you not go with something that is free? Because you're going to have to mess around with their system to get it to work properly.
Admittedly,
if
you're confident you're going to do, and the problem is it's lifetime sales up to 2 million. That sounds a lot, but it's not. 2 million your lifetime is not a lot of money, right? So realistically, you're going to hit a point. Now, obviously, if you're turning over that sort of money, you can probably pay for someone to develop your solution. But do you want to get into the hassle? Do you want to just have to be blackmailed into paying more money? I just think it's a shit thing. And then they still put other city limits on the top level you can get. So it's like you can have 20 brands and 500 products a brand. Unlimited unlisted products.
What's the point?
Basically, products you can't sell. So I suppose it means that when you've got a dead product, you can unlist it. But it's just... So by the time you get to the end of it, you think, it's actually not anything that special. You're better off just you can find a free solution that does what theirs does. So there's some of the pricing structures they come up with are a little bit odd.
Right. So just a little FYI, real quick, if you're going to be coming into the live stream, we do require you at least have your mic on and to be able to participate. If you don't want to join in and participate, you can go ahead and still watch us on YouTube. This will free up seats for other people that want to come in and actually talk and actually tell us a little bit what's going on.
And I see we got Luann. Luann is in the group. Maybe it says device is not connected.
I see that.
You can't. She hasn't got a mic or a camera connected, so we can't add her
Correct.
in. Won't even let us add her in.
Right.
So if you're watching over on the YouTube, Luann, and you do want to come in, there's some issue going on with you allowing access to your mic and camera that's stopping us from bringing you in.
Exactly.
So. Now, one thing that I know if we don't do, we'll get pestered for. So it's time to ask the all-important question.
Has George Wigan given David Kirby his money back yet?
No.
No, he hasn't.
No.
Of course he hasn't. It's ridiculous even asking. And that was.
Has George Wigan given David Kirby his money back yet?
Tom Clark says that's all he's here for. He can bugger off now.
Bye, Tom. Bye, Tom.
Don't go anywhere, Tom. We love you, really. In fact, later on, if you've got your kids settled, do feel free to come and join us. I know it's a bit mad for you this time of day at your end. So, yes, that's had nonsense. Of course, he hasn't. What else has been going on this week? I did a launch. I had a little launch.
You did do a launch.
Yeah.
I did. This was genuinely one of those things that I was like, did for myself. And then I'm like, you know what? This is simple, but I reckon it'll do really well. And I modeled Mark Hess's sales page. Don't mind admitting that. I kept it dead simple. Headline, video. In fact, let's bring it up and talk about it.
Did you model his video as well, or did you just do a video like you would normally do?
I did a video predominantly like I'd normally do. We talked to Mark about videos and things last week, and Mark said that that video. He said if you do a video, you really want it under around 3 or 4 minutes.
3 or 4 minutes, yeah.
Mine's 6, but my first take was 12, and I looked at it and I was like, well, it doesn't matter because I think what's important is you need to have it needs to be show them what it is and at pace, fairly excited.
Yeah.
One trick that I sometimes do, I didn't with this one, is I video it and then I actually speed it up in Camtasia to 1.2. You can't notice the rise in pitch too much or anything, and everything's a little bit faster. And people can comprehend it and whatever. But so went with that video. So the idea was simple video, just screenshot, tell them what it was, tell them why they need it. And then buy button, graphic, and then a whole load of what it isn't. A whole block of all the things it's not, because it's Warrior Plus and that's what works over there. And then tell them exactly what they are getting. And then I just had to add a couple of other blocks after the launch to answer commonly asked questions, really. I was getting people saying, do I need a paid version of GPT? No, you don't. Right, put that on the page so that people know they don't. And take away
I thought that was a really smart move, actually. I think that's something that when you're dealing with anything where you're teaching somebody how to use something, do they need to spend more money doing it? I think that's a really useful thing to know. I might end up doing that on mine as well, because again, it works with GPT. So, it's,
so the conversion rate, Tom, up to the first 2 days, the first day doesn't really count. It was a few hours. Then the first full day, and it was converting. Now, bear in mind, that was just going to my own audience predominantly at this point, and I was converting at 26%.
Okay. Then
Kurt started mailing, and a few other affiliates got involved. Kurt's what you currently converting at, Kurt? You're close to
28%.
right. Now, overall, now we let a few more affiliates in, and some of them are clearly sending not as good traffic as others. So when it loads, it's Warrior Plus. So give it a week. I'm just loading the place. I'll tell you what it currently is. Last time I checked, it was 20% across the whole launch.
That's fantastic.
But 20% is flipping good.
Well, it's the formula is sales divided by hops. In other words,
New conversion.
unique people coming equals your conversion rate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think we're. Oh no, it is loading. Right. So currently at 20% overall conversion, it's now showing. The front end is converting at 18% now across all the traffic it's had. The upsell's converting at 30%, the first upsell. And then we've picked up a few new S11 subscribers off it as well.
Yes, we have.
Oh, nice.
So four
Yes,
new members so far. Because we just plugged that into the back of the funnel. So kept it simple. No, I didn't do a JV. I didn't do a launch announcement. I really just rolled this out. And then, but I do know that this weekend, there's a couple of affiliates that are mailing for it because they reached out and said, we want to mail, but we can't until the weekend, which is why I froze the price today and just went price freeze. Freezing the price until Wednesday because several affiliates want to mail from Sunday through to Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
So I would give them a chance at mailing at that price. I'm just going to freeze it and then I'm going to unfreeze it. So basically, there's now until sort of Wednesday morning my time, the price will double. But it's just going to be a straight up to 19. But so to give those affiliates a chance to promote, because they wanted to promote that. And I said it makes sense to promote at this price rather than the going up price because we know it's converting at 20 to 25%. So
interesting.
Yeah.
I am looking and I think he's using ThriveCart for that one. So I'm going to look real quick. Nothing as of yet.
Let's
see here.
Oh, Luann's trying to get in. We'll see if she manages to get her devices connected.
Right. All we need is at least a microphone or a camera.
Oh, that reminds me. I promised I'd send my brother the link as well.
There you go. There you go.
He's on another live, but he's going to come and join us when he gets off. So he said, "Send me the link so I can go straight into it," because he's too lazy to type in. Seeing it load a page up first. So I will send him that.
Luann said, "Hi, I just popped in to see what you're all up to."
You've probably seen me on the Skype group then. So it did work. Thanks, Luann.
Well, did you put? You should have put the. Did you put the YouTube link on that group?
I could definitely put. Well, I think I did. Yeah, I put the YouTube link and to join the
and
slide.
the StreamYard one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. So I put both there, and then I also put the fnmr.snapify.
So you sent it on Skype. Did you also send a fax out to your other?
Well, this was actually the Isle of Crawford Skype group that we put it on.
All right.
And there's 174 marketers that actually promote and do JV.
There's 174 marketers that still use Skype.
Yep.
Even though Microsoft did everything they could to break it.
I booted Skype up at the beginning of the week just to be able to message a few people I'm not connected with on Facebook,
Yeah.
I know. I have to load it up occasionally for just that. Yeah. 2 or 3 people. It's the only way to get them. It's like, come on, Grandad.
That's it.
That's what I said to Mark Hess last week. He went, "What's the best way to contact you these days?" And he went, "Skype."
He says Skype, yeah.
And I just went, Well,
I've sent him a
factually,
message. He hasn't responded.
No.
I contacted him today. He said he'll most likely jump in. So I'm waiting. I am waiting.
Mind you, I can be the same. People can instant message me. I see they've messaged, and I think I know I've got to get back to them, but I'm too busy right now, so I just leave it. 3 days later, I finally go over and reply, and they go, "Oh, I thought you were ignoring me." No, I've just been really fucking busy.
I'm terrible, but when when I'm not doing product launches and stuff, I just don't want to hear from people. I want to shut myself away and do other stuff, but then
the other thing is, I honestly don't
time.
mind. I tell people all the time, please tell me if you've got a launch going on. Now, it might look like I ignore you or whatever, but I genuinely, if I can check stuff out, I check it out, and if I've got a gap, I promote it. If it's any good and all of that, so do keep letting me know. But people, I think, kind of think, well, I haven't promoted the last 3 I've sent. Yeah, because they weren't a fit. But then also, the other thing, here's what not to do, people. I'm not going to name this person. I'm not going to share my screen, but I will read out some of. So I got somebody that I know it's an affiliate marketer, because normally all he does is send me details of his launches, which is fine. That's what I want. Just tell me about the fucking launch. Now I've got, hello, ma'am. How are you? Yeah, all right. I'm good. All right. What are you promoting currently? All sorts of stuff. Mine. So how is business going? I don't care. What do you want to? Have you got something or not? Just fucking tell me. I don't need all that small talk. I don't have time for the small talk. I don't care how the weather is in India.
Right.
Makes no difference to me. I'm not going. But I think people think, oh, I've got to do that to sound polite, or it sounds like I've just been, well, I'm on there because I'm in business.
I come to this whole thing for thinking that, this is a business thing. And a lot of people, want your, the people that you're affiliating, that's not a proper word, or,
JV,
the people that you're connecting with to be friends of some description. And we're not. I mean, we are, because we get together in this thing.
Right.
And if we didn't, we'd still be acquaintances, and we'd probably still promote one another's launches. But it's not the same thing. It really isn't.
No,
and that's
you
not a
can
bad
build.
thing.
You can build relationships.
Sure.
But like I said, it takes time, and
apparently he's got the same group on WhatsApp. You see, that makes more sense to me. I use WhatsApp for loads now. That's become probably my go-to messaging app. I know some people don't like it because it's connected to your phone number, but generally speaking, the people I want to talk to are on WhatsApp, and plus they're not just going to phone me randomly. And if they do, I've got a do not answer or block button if I don't want to talk to them, so it's not a problem.
I've never used it, mostly because nobody that I knew was really on it. That was it. I've got it. I could use it if I needed to, but it just, you only have time for a certain amount of messages and in apps and things.
Yeah. Well, there's only a certain number of hours in the day, and you can't answer every single person. You can't answer every single email. How many people have over 100,000 emails in their Gmail account?
This is one of the. Oh God, I've got that much, definitely. This is one of the things where social media marketing falls down. Where listen to people who are social media marketing gurus, and they say, well, you've got to be everywhere. You've got to be on every channel. You've got to be posting 3 or 4 times a day. Nobody can do that. Realistically, unless you've got a ton of money and you're getting somebody else to do the work for you, nobody can do that.
That's why you should be on, Friday Night Marketing Raw.
Yeah.
It's the best place to be to come talk about your actual products and services and what you offer, and share knowledge bombs and talk about, this little trick actually works, such as redirecting instead of sharing out a JVZoo link, because JVZoo links are bad for social media and email. Why
Yeah.
is that?
And
That's a great
traffic
question.
sources as well. You know, a lot
Yeah.
of traffic sources won't take straight things.
Yeah, which is, yeah. I love the idea of doing bridge pages, but they have to be bridge pages in a unique way. It's
I
because
quite like the idea of rewriting a sales page for your audience and then pushing it straight at. I know there's a way of doing it. I can't remember what it is, but Simon Phillips has done it with one of his products in the past, where you build a page and then you can push straight out to the cart of Warrior Plus or JVZoo, rather than having to go through somebody else's sales page. So you can make the sales page really focused on your audience and what they need and the thing that they're going to get out of the product, rather than relying with many a time as blind copy. But I haven't done it because I'm lazy.
We're all lazy.
We're all lazy.
In one way or the other, we're all lazy. But once you recognize it, now you have to work on it.
That's very true.
I haven't recognized my laziness yet, so I'm not working on it.
I'll recognize it tomorrow.
Does that mean I'm procrastinating? Do I have a procrastination problem?
I don't know.
Nah,
I think
don't
there's probably
recognize that
something.
either.
There's
I
probably
don't
something
recognize
bigger
that
than procrastination we haven't discovered yet, which is the reason why everybody procrastinates in the first place.
Why is procrastination a bad thing, but it starts with pro?
No. But
Because
look out for my new book, Beating Procrastination, which I plan to start writing very soon.
Second Tuesday of next week, maybe.
So, eventually, when I get around to it.
Yep.
But definitely, I'm on it. I'm all over it.
I have been ridiculously busy for somebody who's got a launch coming up, not doing launch stuff.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
I made a website yesterday. Been doing a load of logo designs and things today. Nothing to do with the launch at all. But I modeled Paris. I made Paris in 3D, all of it, which was difficult. But
okay, it's just been one of those odd weeks. I know I started the week with all these plans, and then suddenly loads of other stuff came up. But incredibly, I still managed to get everything I needed to do for my launch and get it out.
Yeah.
So
I'm kind of feeling the same way at the moment. I'm just about where I think I should be.
I think you're ready. I mean, you are launch ready just about.
I could launch tomorrow if I really.
Yeah, exactly. So you're in that nice place now where you got it all done and your launch date is a little way ahead, so you can.
I mean, there's stuff that I still want to do on the home, but I've still got to put in things like testimonials. But I've got them. I just need to put them in there. It's the work of a couple of hours, It's nothing.
I was still editing my sales page on the second day of the launch, so kept going back and tweaking it. But that's what got the conversions up. So
it's but then I had this goal of being able to say there's $3,000 worth of value in this product, and so I'm making more stuff for that. I don't need to do it, and actually having $800 worth of value in the thing is pretty good,
Right.
I know it's finding that sweet spot with marketers, isn't it? They're so used to seeing pages that claim, and you get $1 billion of real world value.
But this really is stuff I've sold for that money as well. That's the other thing. It's not.
That's what I try and do.
I've seen people who do. Oh well, this cheat sheet that we've just made is worth $100. Is it? Oh, really?
Yeah, no.
Actually,
that's the price you made up because you just made it. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I trying not to do that because then again, at the same time, I don't think people access the bonuses at all or use them at all because I don't think most people will actually use the product, which is a sad look out for what internet marketing really is. It's a lot of people who buy a lot of stuff.
But you know what? The bonuses get stored on their little external backup drive, along with all the other gigabytes of knowledge they've got.
How many was it? Did you say 2 terabytes?
4 terabytes
of PLR that somebody had bought, and those PLR files are tiny.
Yeah.
I can't
yeah.
imagine what he bought.
Well, imagine if, but some of them had videos and some of them had software too. So
Okay. Oh, that's fair enough. That's fair enough.
But it was, yeah, what can I use Snapify for? Haven't you got a load of PLR? Yeah, 4 terabytes of it.
there you go. Use it for that.
How much of it have you actually ever sold?
I actually mentioned Snapify to the guys from London After Midnight when
It's Mark
I was
fucking
doing the-
Hess.
Hey,
What's going on,
Hello.
guys? Kurt
Welcome,
invited
welcome.
me. Blame
Of course,
Kurt.
I'm bugging you. Of course, I am. Why wouldn't I?
Kurt. This is Kurt's fault, people. How are you guys doing tonight? I enjoyed myself last week, by the way.
yeah,
That
same here.
was actually a lot of fun.
Was a
We
lot
have
of fun.
Luann Beckman on. She's in the green
She's in
room,
the chat.
so she can and in the chat,
In the
so
chat.
she could see and hear us. You probably know Luann from, I believe, Todd Gross. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
That's right.
Ah, yeah, our favourite weatherman.
There we go.
What's
So I
Todd up
posted a
to
link
these days?
inside of the Isle of Crawford on Skype, and we're getting other people to come in as well.
I haven't seen Todd on a launch lately. I mean, that might be because I don't really look at a lot of launches these days. But
He
They're launching something at the moment, I think, because
Yeah.
I contacted
Alright.
Luann on Monday and she said she'd just been launching. So
oh, okay, missed that.
EVA, it's called.
Craig had a heck of a launch with his Bible Tales.
Oh, he did PLR with. Yeah, he mentioned
That's
that
his
to me.
second.
I thought that
that's
was
his second
interesting.
video, I think.
He's getting ready to come out with another one called Faithful Flicks.
So he's
And it's
really
videos.
he's really leaning into the whole Bible stuff then, as like a. So it's a brilliant market.
To be fair, it's a bigger niche, especially for kids and stuff, than Satanism.
True.
It's true.
Yeah, parents tend to get a bit antsy about you encouraging their kids to play with a Ouija board. So
There are a lot fewer Satanists around, and you know.
I'll
I don't
tell
know
you
where I'm
what,
going to there, to be honest.
anything faith-based seems to do pretty well on Warrior Plus, actually. I know
Yeah.
It
Liz
does.
Toomey, she launched build a faith-based business or something like that, and that was one of her
Uh-huh.
top-selling products. And same with a lot of like Bible stuff and everything seems to go really well on there.
Todd's been doing weather reports and fast breaking reports on TikTok and has over 40 million views. That's pretty good.
Not bad.
That is pretty good.
My daughter did one video, and I think she's at 18 million views with the one video.
You can do that. It's crazy. This is why we're looking at doing it with London After Midnight. It makes sense. If we could get that many eyeballs on an audio drama, somebody's going to buy the damn thing.
Let's see if I can share it here real quick. I'll come over here, present, because this is just nuts. I'll do that in week 38. Share. I'll come back over here and drag that over. So this one, 2.3 million likes just on the video, but she's got over 17, 18 million views.
It's time to run.
And I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but that's her doing a temperature blanket. And this is week
Okay.
38. She recorded every week, logged all the temperatures, and then she just did a spot recording of her crocheting the days out. And then she posted a video every week. This was week 38, and this is where it hit big time. And then after that, she was getting 75 to 100,000 views per video that she was doing from that point forward. But this one went viral, 17.8 million the first week. Crazy insane.
And uniquely for social media, TikTok lets you sort of keep those views. It's a weird think that those views will grow over time. Whereas with most with Instagram and stuff, it'll drop off the cliff as soon as it's over.
Right.
But the sort of back end bit of TikTok works an awful lot like the front end bit of YouTube.
Right. Here.
Mm-hmm. I'm just having a quick look at EVA because I didn't actually
same here.
come across it in the. It's one of those. I don't want to say what it is yet until I thoroughly understand it.
It's text to video. It looks pretty interesting, actually.
yourgreenscreenguy.com/tips. I'll pull that up.
Well, I mean, as you'd expect, the sales page looks amazing.
Oh, wrong link. Okay, sorry.
Welcome to Eva.
Oh, there it is in action. Should we take a look at the demo video of Eva?
You should actually. Yeah.
Right, there we go. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm in thing. Hang on. It's not as easy as it used. It's easier in Zoom to do sharing with audio, but I can do this. I need to just open it in Chrome.
You're in StreamYard, yeah?
Yeah, but to share with audio, you can. I run StreamYard in Chrome because it has more features. Right, share audio.
I'll stop sharing mine.
Okay, so let's move that over here.
Mark, you're gonna love me.
Why? What did you do?
I have to leave. My wife's getting ready to come home. We're gonna head out for the weekend. So I invite you in and then I leave.
Welcome
What
to
the
Eva.
hell
Here's
is
a
this?
very straightforward example of how you could use text prompts and images to turn your thoughts into video animations. Now, here is Anshu. He's one of our lead techs on this, the Eva project, to show you how easy it is to do true text and image over to video with this revolutionary
you have to do is click on the small box.
tool.
All right. So the first thing is to add a text prompt. I have added a farmhouse with a tree and a stream flowing nearby. Now you can choose your aspect ratio. We have square, horizontal, and vertical options available. Then you can also select the speed of motion between slow, medium, and high. Then there are.
That's Satish.
Here we go. So can you see here? This video was generated as per the prompt that I had entered, right? So this is how simple it is to create a very short video for your presentations using AI text to video. Now, before we proceed further, let's try to download this particular video onto our computer, right? So all you have to do is click on that video and you would see the prompt here, and then I'll click on download. Okay. And let me select one here and click on save. Now it has been downloaded, right? That's how easy it is to download. Now let's also try to upscale it.
It's easy to download.
So
Click
we'll
download button.
click on the upscale button out here. So here we go. So now let's compare both the videos that we created. So, and now let's check the properties. Okay, so just a second here. All right, so these are the
Why
two
is any of this
videos that we
relevant?
just created. So the first one, let's check the properties. 351 kilobytes, and the yeah, so it's 768 by 768.
This is getting the
pixels.
weeds, isn't
All right.
it?
So now let's see the properties of the upscaled video.
But like,
It is
This is stuff your
3.27
average
MB,
person would not
and
care about at
it
all.
is 90,
Yeah, but
I
90
don't care about any of
pixels
this. This is just
to
They
video.
haven't thought about that.
You've seen how it works in
Where do you
AI
get
images.
45 minutes
Now
to
let's
eat?
see how it works in AI video.
so it must be. I mean, I'm jumping through the video and we're not even getting to what it does.
maybe a better thing to do would be to look further down the page where they've got some examples of actually it being used.
Okay.
If we upload a reference image, right? So
That can stop. Right, okay.
Meet Benny, the happiest rabbit in the forest. One day, Benny found a shiny golden coin while hopping around. Benny was excited, but he knew the coin wasn't his. He thought, what should I do? Benny decided to take the coin.
Okay.
Welcome to 10 mind-blowing facts about space. Fact 1. The sun accounts for 99.86 of the mass in our solar system. Fact 2.
99.6 what? Okay, the videos it
Percent.
produces look nice. You don't
Yeah,
get that idea from that demo, do you?
Not quite.
You get a guy going in and showing you the properties of a file in Microsoft Windows. I'm like, fuck me, that's the most boring shit in the world. Don't show me that.
So you can create image to video, which is a pretty nice idea. Text to video as well, and you've got multi-scene stuff. So 2 images, and then you get to video that will bridge the gap essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been playing with some of this stuff because I like video, and
Yes.
there's some really interesting stuff happening at the moment. That is pretty damn good.
It is pretty
I mean,
damn good, actually. Because
considering-
I've played around with some and it makes fractions of a second, and then
Yeah.
you get other ones that do it longer, but that's so shit.
Yes.
And
yeah.
this actually looks like decent length, cohesive videos coming out of this.
And with different takes and stuff, multi-scene, I should say, different angles and things, that changes the game a lot as well.
I tell you what, though, I mean, I don't know how it was, what pricing was like during launch. Oh, I see you're getting 100. You can use a coupon for 105 off 257.
It's 270 something, I think, with the coupon.
Yeah, it's you're right. It does, the stuff that comes out of it does look good. I think they let themselves down with the video because, oh, mind you, there's another video further up the page actually that's got Todd Gross talking about it. That's probably better. But yeah, that one lower down the page. Never get a techie to demo something. They're going to show
Never
you
get
all
a
the shit you don't. And then if you're right, they can do this. You see in the properties, and it's a zip file, and it's been run through the XYZ compression algorithm. You're like, so how's that going to make me money, you cunt?
When I was doing web design, I used to work with people who were very good at the coding bit of web design, and I'm someone who can do a bit of both. I can do a bit of design, I can do a bit of coding, but for the most part, they were just real coders, and they would make stuff which was incredible. It was genuinely brilliant, but nobody could use it because you had to press things in the right order, and if you didn't press this little button, it was like going on a fucking quest to Mordor just to get something which should be a simple yes or no box at the front end.
So I see Mr. Hess has got something else out now called Branding Bastard. It's called AI Branding Bastard or Beast.
That's my second product in 12 days.
Yeah.
Wow.
And actually, I found out how to do this when I was doing the thumbnail thing. And this product, I was so excited to release and create. It was pretty cool. And it's doing really well. I launched it I think 10 o'clock. And it's pretty wide. It's going pretty good.
Cool. So
What
they are
did
people.
you, Mr. Brocklehurst, launched something I saw, and now I saw that you launched it because I remember I was putting this together and then got the alert.
Yeah.
Hold on. I will find it.
Yeah. This was something that I'd had in development, but last week, our conversation, I just went, okay, I'm going to try this. Yeah. And so I just went, fuck it, I'm going to try this. I really liked your page layout, so I modeled my page on it, and it's done really well.
Oh, yeah, you did. Did it do well?
Converting it, well, the first 2 days when it was just me mailing and no affiliates and things, or the first day and a bit, 26% conversion. It stayed at 25 for the whole of the second day, and now I've let some more affiliates in, and the conversion's dropped to about 20%. So yeah, but it's done well, and I've still got some quite big affiliates gonna now, because I didn't announce it, or I just did it.
Yeah.
And people have, so I know I've got a couple of people, quite big affiliates, promoting it Sunday through to Tuesday next week. So that's why I've done the price freeze on it.
Yeah, that shit works. You don't need all the launch drama and running around kissing everyone. It's not worth it in the end. The money does not match up to the effort at all.
No,
at all.
It doesn't.
It just doesn't.
I haven't done any. All the affiliates have come to me. And gone,
they're fine. Yeah. You know why? Yeah. Because they need to mail for something. That's why.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, there's no contest. Like, these guys give away all their money. Contests, this and that, and running around and yada yada.
I didn't do any contests.
And then at that point though, it's sink or swim. Because then you better start doing 1,000 units or something to make any money, or you just bomb and crash out and you wasted all of this time. And I've seen a lot of that show end up showing like 50 plus, and they're running around to everyone. It doesn't make sense.
No,
to me at least. I don't know.
No, I think you're right. I agree. I
think the way that this is set up now, that people tend to find stuff a lot easier. Especially when you're on Warrior Plus, and there's a group of affiliates that can actually drive a lot of sales, like between like 70 or 100 sales, and if you have a good converting offer, I mean, like, shit, I forget which one it was that I released, just like didn't have it on Munch Eye, nothing. I know Kevin Fahey got on it, and he did 120 sales. Just like out of the blue. I never approached him. I mean, nothing. Like,
the reason my last product did as well as it did was because of Kevin. Because he not only did he bring his own sales in, he brought other affiliates on board, because it was just a sort of seal of approval, really. You know, it made a difference.
Oh, well, I mean, I sold 1,000 copies of that myself before he got on it, but
right.
He's a good guy. He is, and he never got on anything of mine before. So, I don't know. But I don't know, man. It just, I think if you just keep hustling stuff out there and keep putting stuff out, one's going to hit or two's going to hit, or you just keep doing it.
But not only that, doing a product like that, where it's, okay, you've got whatever development time you've got. And in my case, it was something I already had that I've been playing with, and I enhanced it a bit and went, actually, it's good enough. And then went, how's the best way to market this? And I went, well, now anyone can use a GPT. So I just put it into a GPT from the start, because mine's got knowledge files in it and stuff it needs. So yeah, boom, that was it. And then just do a video going, this is what it is. This is what it does. This is an example of how people are using cheat sheets to make money. I'm sure you can think of others. This is a thing that makes them in less than a minute, and then and here's an example one by my video, in my opinion, is too long. I was trying to get my video to like 3 or 4 minutes, and it ended up being 6. But
I would just look
at the first take, it was 12.
If you would have cut out that part with you showing them that, especially the code. You know what I mean? If it writing it and just showing the end result. Yeah, man, this looks good. I'm scrolling through the video now. That's awesome, Andy. 250 plus, 24, it's showing 24% conversion rate.
Yeah.
Not too shabby, sir.
And then, hang on, I'll send you while
That's
you're
awesome,
here.
man.
How can
That's
I do
awesome.
this? Because you're not on Facebook now, or are you on Facebook? And you don't.
I am. I put my first.
Careful, we're
Facebook
streaming live.
today
Careful
in
what
the
you
year.
say.
Today in the year. That's it. First time today in a year. That's why I put it up. So there you go.
So
Was
you
it a
are.
mess full of things that that Facebook says, "Oh, you should have looked at this ages ago"?
What's
So-
that?
Was it a mess? Was it full of things that Facebook were telling you should have looked at a year ago?
I don't even know. I had my notifications all up. I see Facebook. Yeah, it changed a lot. I don't know. I felt like getting back on, and then I turned the comments off and updated my cover photo, and I'm going to use it as a one-way conversation and traffic source. I don't need to be in there kissing anyone's
Sure,
asses
yeah.
or so.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Cool.
I learned a great life lesson with that. It was probably 43 years old, and that was probably one of the best lessons that I've ever learned in this space. And since then, I went on to make what I could show you my.
So if I've got
$14,215 in the last 30 days.
so on Facebook Messenger, I've just sent you the download page for that product, Mark. And go and have a look and scroll down and see what's at the bottom of it.
You know what's funny? I saw sales come through that. Do you know how many sales you did of just like that?
No, how many?
I was looking at my affiliate stats earlier, and I was like, well, why the hell is he
That's the only place it's linked, bottom of that
here?
page.
I could tell you. Yeah, those little links, man. You get enough of those little money makers out there.
Yeah. So,
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
well, no, of course. I was like, I modeled the fucking thing off your page. So I was like, I know what I can do. Get that in there for a start.
I don't care. What do I do?
I know you don't. I know you be.
No, I'm glad
you're encouraging people to do it. And I was like, you know what? Here's the
Yeah,
thing.
man.
We can sit on this and people will go, oh, I'm going to go do it. I'm going to go do it. And they don't.
And they weren't.
They don't. They go this and they don't. So I was like, fuck it. I'm going to actually do it. So this week, when people come back and go, does it work? Yeah, I just proved it fucking works. What's stopping you? And you've just heard Mark say he don't care. We don't care. You can model off my pages. Don't blatantly copy, but you can heavily model off anything that works. That's all right.
Yeah.
Just fucking do it.
Well, you know, a good part of my product is modeled off other people's products. You've got to at some extent because, you know, they figured out what works and you've got to, you know, do the same sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Eight of the listen to this, Andy. You have 7 sales off of 8 hops.
Just off a download page.
Yeah. They say, oh, making money's hard and all this stuff. And man, once you have links and buy buttons out there, that's the name of the game. It is the name of the game. Like I can tell you I was bogged down so much for such a long time, and now it's just like so. I'm aiming for a product every like 10 days. And it's not only that, like this logo one was really good. That YouTube one was really good, but this logo one, it's a really good fucking product. Like I was actually really excited to like sell it and stuff, and I loved creating it. So yeah, but I wasn't gonna just.
I noticed you launched it today. I noticed because I was on where was I I think I just looked up your product. I heard you had something else, and I went, oh right, okay, got my link. So I will be promoting that actually because it's a perfect thing to follow up with.
Dude, you would absolutely, you're gonna murder it. Anyone that mails for this is gonna murder it. I mean, it's converting at over 50% to my traffic.
Shish. There you go.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's showing 39%. Like it's pretty cool. Hold on a second. I will put the link here. What I'll do. So that's the link. Or that's a link to the sales page. But then I think that you're auto approved.
That's,
Oh, that's nice.
it's a really nice idea again as well. I mean, that's the thing.
And out to when I like yeah, it was funny after I did the YouTube one and then I bought a domain and then I was like, I want to do a logo. And then I was sitting there messing with it, and it took me forever to get this freaking prompt right. And then once I did, and then once it hit, and then once you plug these actual prompts in, you could create a logo for freaking anything. And then I would just like, I stayed up. I think I was up for like 20 hours just like doing them and stuff. So it was cool. And then I decided to like redo the page, but the page is cool and clean. It gives like a lot of examples and stuff. And I was just hoping. The bad part about any sales page is you don't know how people are going to take it. You know what I mean? Or how people are going to actually like interpret it. Oh, am I leaving something out? Especially when it's something visual like that. But I mean, I don't know.
Well,
I knew that it would.
The thing is, I think normally if you just take the action and get it out. So I launched this one out, and then I got a few emails coming back with and those early support tickets, just general questions like, oh, can I use it with a free version of ChatGPT? And I was like, yeah, I do say that in the video, but I thought it's not clear enough because I'm getting asked. So I put that big block on the page that goes, works with a free version, and then a picture of that story. Tells it in a picture, yes, it does. Yeah. And now I haven't had any more people open tickets asking me that pre-sales.
I did a GPT a couple months ago that sold a ton of them, but I didn't mention, I sold it blind that it was just a GPT and didn't put anything about the plus. And so I got like a lot of refunds from that, but I got a ton of sales. So it kind of like, I think I ended up with like, but which was natural because I knew that I would.
So free version can load a GPT, so you just boom, done, no problem.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know, man. So, yeah, that's the way to do it. That's awesome, Andy. You threw that out there like that. It's an easy way to do shit. It really is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, I used to do a lot of that.
Yeah,
I do less of it now. And then I was looking at the stuff I've been working on lately, and I just went, hang on a minute, you silly bitch. You're just working too hard here. You're spending thousands on getting this stuff developed and doing this, that, and the other. And yet you just show someone something simple they can action right away, and then that's it, isn't it? Just fires the imagination.
Well, I mean, yeah, and you have it priced right too. You know what I mean? If this was sitting at like someone would have released it at 17 or higher like that, you wouldn't have gotten it. There's no way.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, there is a magic price point on Warrior Plus for the front end.
Mm-hmm.
And it's between $7 to $12. Anything else you will have, you better have a lot of backing. You better have affiliates bonusing your shit up and freaking everything else, or you're not cracking $250 plus. It just doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm. But the amazing thing that people fail to realize.
Did you do a dime sale leading up to this?
Yes.
That's the way to do it, man. It's so the blueprint and then the price freeze. That's it.
Yeah.
Pricing is half the battle with this.
So it launched at a slightly lower price than it is now. Then after the first 100, it went up. And then I changed it over. After the first 100, I went in and I did a 24-hour price freeze and set the time sale up on Warrior Plus instead. Let that tick down. And then, of course, I've got these affiliates hitting me up going, can we have the price frozen while we mail? And so I've now had to go up like another penny or two or whatever, and then just froze it. And now, so it's now locked until I unset. So basically, Wednesday morning when I wake up, I'm going to go in and turn that off, and then it will be the price will be higher. But
yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I've kind of been following.
Will it still be within that magic threshold you mentioned? Very probably.
You have to.
No, if I haven't said how much it's going up.
I mean, it just, I don't know. I've had so much success now to this point where, like, I mean, all of mine have gone over 500, 1,000 plus sales, and I don't know. And I run it the same way. A dime sale leading up to a price freeze, and it also naturally makes for emails also, so that you can tell people price freeze emails and all of this. And then I'll tell you what though. So right before, a day before I released this, I sent an email to my list and I told them that the YouTube thumbnail product was going in the funnel at a higher price point. I'm launching, so it was like the email was twofold. I'm launching this tomorrow, and also this thumbnail product. This is your last chance to get it. I think for like under $8 or whatever it was. And then I sold over $800 worth of that off of that email, and it also led the way for this branding beast to come out, and they were already exposed to that. And when this thing launched, I was making 3-4 sales every minute for the first like it was pretty crazy. But I always do where it's like the front end info product to where it shows you how to do it for free, and then I do a custom GPT for it, which basically is just you don't have to copy and paste the prompts like all this. And so the upsell converts at between 40 and 50%. So it gets
it's amazing, isn't it? People would rather pay you, and in your case, it was like your front end was like 8, 9, and the upsell was like 6, was almost double the price, 16 or something. I think it was.
No, it's 12. So I'm still getting it's still like launching a $19 product on the front end, but you double the conversions. You're bringing more people into the funnel, and they're buying stuff. I mean, it just makes sense.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, at least I think so. And then you can put all it. And what I do though, I don't nickel and dime throughout. I just put all my old products in the funnel. So all my older products just go in the funnel as like upsells and stuff, and it doesn't tend to like piss people off that they have to keep buying things associated with the front end product. So I don't know. That's good, Andy. That's awesome, man. Congratulations. That's pretty sweet. You haven't been on Warrior Plus, have you, for a while?
Not for ages. No, not really. I mean, I've had a couple of little things
come out cracking 250 plus.
I know, straight out the gate, just doing it. It's not. I mean, honestly, it's that thing, isn't it? I knew that. I knew that there were people, and I had people going that. We've had a lot of feedback about last week's live, going how good it was, and all these people telling me they were going to do it, and I thought, yeah, but I bet you don't. I bet you don't. So I'll be interested to see how many. Because if you say you're gonna do it, do it. It doesn't need to take long.
I've seen a lot of people with copy and things too, where they almost talk people out of the product,
out of the sale. Yeah,
because it's just wild. It's just too much. Like you would. It's almost like a balance where you tell them just what they need to know without getting in the weeds and just keep going on and on and on about it. I mean that.
Yeah. Sometimes less is more. It really is.
Well, I mean, especially like at that price point and stuff, because people are always willing to gamble. Like, and I think that's like a part of it too. I mean, there's gambling mentality rampant online. You even look. There's a reason why, YouTube shorts and like TikTok videos, while you're scrolling up, just like a slot machine, you're just gambling with your attention. Everything is always based on that. I mean, all of it online. And I mean, it's true with products or like anything else. Like people like need action, and I don't know. But good on you, Andy. I will even promote that, I believe, after I'm done with this.
Cool. There we go. Well, I'm going to mail for your branding thing. I've already got my link. I got that earlier, and I've already set up my short link for it. So,
that is going to do so well for you. That's going to be the easiest money that you've ever made, because nobody else is going to. Yeah, no one else is going to touch it. Nobody else has seen that, so it's like, man. Yeah, you're doing good. No, but that's good. I mean, yeah, that's half the battle is getting stuff out there, getting those links out there, buy now buttons and all that.
Yep, really is.
When is your? I know that you hit me up, Steve, and I was working on that, so I didn't get a chance to get back to you.
No, that's fair enough.
When is yours is going the
15th it goes live. So a week on Monday.
What is today? The 5th?
5th today, yes. Yeah.
Can I get 100% commission throughout the entire funnel?
Hell no.
Oh, okay. Well, I just thought I'd ask. I would never do that. There are some people that do that.
Oh, there are. I've come across them before, but yeah.
I just requested approval, Steve.
Oh, lovely.
If I can get a bonus together, I'm going to mail for this, which I should be able to.
Oh, you will, definitely, because it's all AI stuff. So, yeah, if you've got anything AI-wise, then yeah. Come on, Warrior. Show me that it's there.
Do you have a lot of people mailing for you for this?
I don't think so. I might have some, but I don't think so. There'll be a group of people who always mail. There's 2 people who won't be mailing.
Do any of them hate me? Because I want to be above them on the leaderboard because I know that I will. So and that would be truly satisfying. So that's why. So if they hate me, it would be even better, and it will help me like really push this even further.
Oh dear.
No, I'm just fucking with you. Yeah, but I'll get on this for you. I'll hit this for you. We'll see how she does.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll see how she does.
Well,
So-
if you're watching on YouTube, it's time to say goodnight. You're all going now, and we're gonna have a chat for a few minutes. But bye, YouTube.
That time already.
Well,